Today, I'll be treating the topic figures of speech. I believe that many of you have heard what figures of speech are, or you've come across them, or you've been taught by your teachers in school. But even if you don't know all the figures of speech in this world, you need to know basic ones. And I'm going to give you 10 basic figures of speech that you must know as a student of literature, most especially, and also a student of English, because you will use them for your English exams. If you're doing WAEC, to come out in your comprehension. And if you're doing JAM, obviously the literary text that you're reading for JAM, you will see that they will put figures of speech there. They can just write an expression and say that, oh, what figure of speech is this? Do you understand? Don't mind the background noises. Figures of speech. Now, this is how I defined it. I said figures of speech are expressions, literary devices, literary terms. They are expressions that are infused in a story, sentence, or passage to make it more interesting. So imagine you have two people coming to meet you. You have person A coming to tell you a story, saying that when I came out of my house, I heard the thunder sound. And then person B tells you, when I came out of my house, the thunder laughed at me. Which one would you find more interesting? I'm very sure that you will find person B's account more interesting. And what person B has used is what we know as personification. Do you understand? So I'm still going to discuss it. When you put figures of speech in a story or a sentence, it makes that story or sentence more interesting. Now, number one you should know is simile. This is like the simplest figure of speech that everybody should know. And I like to say that from the word simile, you can bring out the word similar. So when you say that something is similar to something, there is a comparison. Do you understand? So similes make indirect comparisons between two things, using like, has, as such, as if. Examples include, he behaves like a mad dog, Bola's heart is as hard as a stone, Susan is as cunning as a fox. Now, you know that I already said that simile is indirect. Metaphor is direct. Metaphor does not even care. Why simile would say she's behaving as if, metaphor would say, no, he's not behaving as if, she is a fox. He is a dog. So metaphor, generally speaking, metaphors imply comparison of two things in a direct manner. When a thing is spoken of as being that which is only resembles, the figure of speech being used here is a metaphor. So you know, similarly, we said that Bola's heart is as hard as a stone, and we also said that he behaves like a mad dog. Similarly, a metaphor would say Bola has a heart of stone, and metaphor would also say he is a mad dog. So if you say that someone's heart is one of stone, you are saying that the person is unsympathetic